You know what? These iPhones are quite an amazing thing. They allow us to stay in touch with our family and friends, allow us to communicate with others. But you know, as I get older and my eyes get worse, it's getting harder and harder for me to see the keys that I have to punch on the keypad. And even more so, it's almost getting hard to get my finger to hit the right button. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a slick way of getting rid of using that keypad and just using your voice to talk. All right, I've set up my phone, hopefully in a way that you can watch me go through the steps that we're going to go through to first make sure your phone is set up for voice dictation. And then we'll try out a few apps showing you how easy it is to use voice. The first thing we got to do is make sure your phone is set up to do voice dictation. And to do that, we go to this button down here. That's your settings button. It's a gear with a gray box. We click on that. And then what we want to do is lightly set our finger on there and scroll it up until we see General. And there it is right there. And we want to click on that. And once again, we set our finger on there lightly and just scroll up until we see the word Keyboard. And there we go, right there. We'll click on that. And there's a bunch of stuff on here. We're not going to worry about that now. We just want to go down until we see Enable Dictation. There you go, Dictation. You can see mine is turned on. It's green if it's turned on. Auto punctuation is also listed. I'm going to shut those both off. Oops, and then it gives you a warning here. So what that's telling you, if you see this on your phone, so the buttons are gray, that means you're not turned on. So we want to just simply click on Enable Dictation, the slider there, just touch it, and hit the Enable Dictation button. And then right below it, auto punctuation, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Click on that, and they're both green now. So that means your phone is all set up and raring to go. All right, the first place that you can use this, and I use it a lot, is in sending messages. And so you see this icon here that says Messages. We click on that, and I can see a whole bunch of messages I got here. I'm going to go down and click on this box in the lower right-hand corner here. The box with a pencil, click on that. And this is a new text message. And I'm not going to type in a name here, but just to show you how this works, see this box under Subject here. We click on that. And there's also a microphone there. You don't want to use that one. You want to use the one down here underneath the keyboard. All right, so we're going to do an actual message. And one thing that you want to do as you're speaking this is you want to use the punctuation as well. For example, say, hello, this is Rick Smith, period. And that will create a sentence with a period. So you want to think about that as you're talking. For example, if you wanted to put a comma in there as you would talk, you'd want to say that as well, or quotes. So I'm going to show you a demonstration of that just so you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to hit the speaker button to start, and then I'll hit the speaker button to quit. Here we go. Hello, this is Rick Smith, period. I am demonstrating how to use voice dictation on my iPhone, period. This quote, new quote, way of sending messages is just amazing, period. There you go. That's as simple as it is. Now, another caution here is always read what it picked up and put on your screen. I found there's times that maybe I talk bad or whatever, but it may interpret what I said as something different. So always check to what it put down to make sure it's what you're trying to say. And let's show you how to adjust it. Let's say it didn't. I was saying I am demonstrating. Let's change that. I'll click on that. It's got the little cursor after the G, and we hit the backspace on the keyboard. Just keep backing up until that's gone. And now I'm going to say showing. So there you go. I had to delete the word demonstrating, and then I turned the microphone back on again, said the word showing, and then I turned it back off. Remember to turn it back off when you're done typing. Another key thing is if you've got a radio on in the background or somebody's near you, it will actually pick up their voice and add that stuff into the dictation too. So just remember that when you're doing voice dictation. So there you go. That's as simple as it is. If I had a name here, I just hit the send button and you'd be able to send a message via voice dictation and not have to worry about typing on the keyboard. The next application I use voice dictation a lot for is creating an email. And that's very simple to do. In this case, I'm going to use the Apple Mail icon here. I also have Gmail, and you may have it as well. Whichever mail you use, you want to click on the icon for it. And so you see this open up. If you look in the lower right corner, like we did in the messages, there's a square box with a pencil. You want to click on that. And in the to, I'm going to speak the name of the person I want to send this to, just like we did before. We'll hit the microphone, say the name, and undo the microphone to shut it off. Rick Smith. And you can see they've got my name added right here. So we click on that, and then we go to subject, hit the microphone again and say what I want the subject to be, and then hit the microphone again. Test message. See, it adds in test message right there. And then right below that, to send a message. I am demonstrating how to send a test message using the Mail app on an iPhone. Period. It's very simple. Exclamation point. Once again, you hit the microphone button, say what you want to say with the punctuation, and then hit the microphone to quit recording you. And so now you can see a message to Rick Smith, subject test message. I am demonstrating how to send a text message using the Mail app on an iPhone. It's very simple. And note the exclamation point that I said at the end. You can put question marks in, exclamation points, all those characters, but you have to say them when you want them in your voice dictation. Simple as that to send an email. The next app I use voice dictation a lot for is searching the internet. And in this demonstration, I'm going to use Google Chrome right down here. So I click on that button. And then I put my finger up here and touch this gray bar. And now you can see the blinking cursor up at the top. And again, like we did before, go to the microphone in the lower right corner of your screen, hit that to activate it, and then say what you want to search for. What is the weather in Waterloo, Iowa today? And so it gives you choices to click on. And so I'm going to click on this first one here. And there you go. Look that up without having to type that all in. And if you want to go farther here, we'll do that again. We're going to say, what will be the low in Miami, Florida on Saturday? And there you go. The low temperature in Miami, Florida on Saturday, February 14th, is expected to be around 69 degrees. So a pretty simple way of going out and searching the internet using your web browsers. The last example I want to show using voice dictation is probably an app that you don't use, but it's kind of slick if you want to keep track of things. Makes it easier in trying to remember it. And that's called Notes. And so I'm going to click on that app right here. And this is a screen that opens up. And just like before, at the bottom right, you see the square with a pencil in it. You want to click on that to start or compose a new note. And so I'm just going to start talking, and that's all you have to do on this for your notes. So pay attention here on how I do that. Click on the microphone, say the note, and then click on the microphone again. This is my grocery list for today, period. Apples, comma, eggs, comma, paper towels, comma, and macaroni and cheese, period. And then to close that note out, you click the X check mark in the upper right-hand corner, and then hit the back arrow here. And so now if we close out of notes completely, you come back and click on notes. Here's your grocery list, and you click on that to see it. Simple as that. and I didn't have to type anything to get that information in there. The other thing that's interesting, that it's getting to recognize my voice more, and the more you use voice dictation, the more Apple recognizes how you say words, so that mistakes aren't as frequent now. Those are just a few of the apps that you can do this on, and just about every app that's on the iPhone, you'll find that microphone somewhere that will allow you to voice dictate what you want to say versus typing it in with your finger. So give it a try. If I haven't used an app that you use, try it out there and see how it works. I hope this tip has been as helpful to you as it has been to me. You know what? It's even got me to use my iPhone even more, since it's easier to send message and even look stuff up on the internet. As a matter of fact, why don't you just grab your iPhone when you're done watching this video, send a message to a friend or family member, do it by voice, and tell them how up on technology you are because you're using your voice. I'm sure you'll impress them. And if you've used it and got any comments, by all means, leave them in the comments section. I'd love to hear your experience as well. Until the next video, stay tuned.